Senator Osmena.
Ms. Bautista, paano nire-report ninyo yung revenues ninyo? Dalawa o tatlong klase ang revenues ng money changer, di ba?
We report our revenues as a remittance agent.
What are the nature of your revenues? You make money on delivering money?
Yes, delivering money.
You make money on the
handling fee.
Forex, the foreign exchange?
Sorry, what's the question again, Your Honor? Sorry.
Your biggest money maker there is in the foreign exchange, di ba?
When we convert our
Yes.
remittances, yes.
Right. What would be the ratio of foreign exchange to total revenue? Foreign exchange earnings vis-a-vis your total revenues?
20 to 30% would be the foreign exchange.
Okay. Yung sa $81 million, yung dineclare ninyo na 10 million pesos ang profit ninyo, was that your foreign exchange profit or just your delivery?
Foreign exchange.
Foreign exchange. How did you compute that?
It's roughly 1/4 of 1% of the total value.
That's delivery money. That's not foreign exchange.
That's our spread, yes, on the volume.
You have a spread of 1/4 of 1%. That's your delivery service fee. It's incredible how long we've been doing business, and you keep on asking questions of your lawyer.
18 years.
18 years. And you have to ask him, he doesn't know anything about the business. You ever work for a remittance company before, Attorney Callejo? No. So why do you keep on asking him how you make your report? You're the one who signs the annual reports, right? You're the one who signs the reports that is submitted to the SEC, correct? You're
Yeah,
the President and Chief Executive
Yes,
Officer
yes,
of
Your Honor.
PhilRem. All right. So, how much money you normally make in the exchange of dollars to pesos or pesos to dollars?
We normally make 2 to 3 cents.
2 to 3 cents, U.S. cents. Okay.
2 to 3 cents to 2 to 3 centavos.
2 to 3 centavos. So
Per
therefore, if you're able to purchase, say, or sell dollars at 46 pesos to the dollar, you'll only make 2 centavos
Yes, on the average.
per dollar or per peso?
Per dollar.
2 centavos per dollar. That's standard.
Relative. Standard meaning average? Yes, more or less.
All right. Now, in your declaration of the 10 million pesos, how did you break that down? Yung profit ninyo doon sa sinabi ninyong the profit you made on the PhilRem account.
On the exchange.
On the RCBC.
On the exchange.
Yes, how to compute the 10 million. Paano kayo nakarating sa 10 million pesos?
In each day kasi iba yung yung exchange rates namin. So we it depended on the date. It was dependent on the date that we traded.
Sure.
So buy and sell. I
Yeah.
think we already gave the breakdown as well.
You gave the breakdown to the committee?
Yes, Your
We don't have that. Huh? But normally, your remittance fee is 25, 1/4 of 1%, right?
The delivery fee? We put it as the foreign exchange. We put it as a handling fee. That's what we call it, actually.
Foreign exchange is also handling fee. What if it's just straight delivery? I'll give you 1,000 pesos to give to my relative in Negros or in Cebu.
That's the 50 pesos.
50 pesos.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So ngayon yung $61 million was exchanged, no? Through you.
Yes, Your Honor.
At 47 to a dollar, that's about 2,867,000,000. And if we multiply that by 1/4 of 1%, that's only 7,167,000. So where did you get the 3 million?
Some of the foreign exchange we converted on our own, not through RCBC Treasury.
Sure, but you still have to pay, right? You converted on your own, meaning through other sources.
We bought it, yes.
All right. So would you say that the 10 million that you said that you earned from that one transaction alone, that was out of the ordinary?
Yes, Your Honor.
And suddenly, this was thrown into your lap by Miss Digito and said, I got $81 million, I'd like you to exchange it. Yan ang sinabi ni Miss Digito.
She only said the amounts on the days that she traded it. And yes, it's good business for us. I must admit. But it's actually
Did that amount to like 1.5 year's profit for you normally?
I'm not sure, Your Honor.
You're not sure? 18 years. You're president and CEO.
Yes, I am not sure.
Because your declared net profit on a year-by-year basis anyway is roughly 350,000. That correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So in the 10 million pesos that you earned on this transaction, how much was expense? Eh, wala kang ginawa. Tumawag ka lang sa telepono, pinakuha mo yung pera.
No, but kasi,
hinatid
Your
mo
Honor,
yung
we
pera,
have a
kunin mo yung pera, hinatid mo sa Soler. What was your expense involved? Of course, you can also deduct rent, lights, electricity, cell phone calls, etc. Pero more or less, how much did you spend in executing this transaction?
I haven't accounted for it yet, Your Honor. So, the expenses.
18 years.
Yes, Your Honor.
In a transaction that took what? How many days? 3 days? 4 days? 5 days?
5 days?
Okay. You grossed 10 million.
Yes, Your Honor.
How much did it cost you to service this particular transaction? 9 million?
No, I can't say yet because when we operate, it's our whole office, and this is just one part
that.
of the transaction,
Yeah.
part of the thing that we do.
Let's say we were able to disaggregate it. really disaggregate it. How much you think did you spend? Yung direct cost lang dito. Okay. Let's look at it this way. Your income statement as of December 31, 2014 listed your total operating expenses for the year at 8,889,000 pesos and change. And that's on record, no? Well, let's say 8,900,000. Divided by 12, that would be 741,000 a month, more or less. All right? You made 10 million here, so you couldn't have spent more than for 741,000 that month. So your net profit on this transaction alone would have been about 9,300,000. Correct?
No, Your Honor, you're not accounting for the risk.
How do you book risk? You don't book risk. You book losses. You book gains. You have allowance for bad debts, but you don't book risks. I mean, the banks don't even book risk. The banks they don't have an item that says risk, 10 billion. Meron ba kayo? Wala. Could you talk into the mic, please, Pasel?
No, Your Honor, we don't.
For insurance?
Insurance, yes. That's why, eto nga, oh, may 8,800,000. Your insurance is 398,000. What else? Kasama na yan sa 8,889,000.
What other direct costs are you saying?
Sama mo na yung indirect cost.
I don't know, Your Honor. It's my accountant who does that.
If your accountant is the only one that knows this, you actually don't have any business running PhilRem. This is in every CEO's head. If I ask Mr. Lorenzo Tan, he'd be able to give it to me chapter and verse. I'm asking why here in a transaction like this you declared you made over 10 million pesos. In earlier testimonies you said it's pretty standard for you. And yet your total gross income in 2014 was only 27 million. And you declared on 27 million, you declared a net income of only 438,849 pesos and 40 centavos. And you paid an income tax of 64,897.78. Now, of course, the BIR commissioner is here, so she's listening very carefully because she doesn't let anybody get away with it. So we're interested in knowing if the numbers that you have been submitting to the Securities and Exchange Commission have been reflective of what you actually earn in your business.
Yes, Your Honor, that's an audited financial report.
Oh, there are auditors and there are auditors. I'll give you all the auditors you want, and you tell them how much taxes you want to pay, and they'll fix the books for you. They go backwards in this country. Una sa lahat, itatanong yung ng auditor, boss, magkano gusto mo bayaran? Di sabihin mo na, 300,000. Sige, okay na. And he will manufacture all the expenses to justify declaring only 300,000 in taxes. That's why it works here. Ms. Henares, are remittance companies taxed differently than ordinary operating businesses?
Yes, sir. For the business tax, a remittance company and a foreign exchange firm is a non-bank financial intermediary and is subject to gross receipt tax of 5%.
That's not in lieu of income tax. Meron pa income tax.
Yeah, aside from income tax, they are not vatable, but they are subject to gross receipt tax.
Okay, define gross receipts for the committee.
So, like for example, they said they earn 10 million, so they're required to pay 5% of 10 million. So that's 500.
Why do we tax them twice? I was not responsible for that law, so.
No, this is a business tax. Other business pay VAT, but there are some business who does not pay VAT, but they pay percentage tax.
Okay, so this is in lieu of VAT.
Yeah, in lieu of VAT.
All right. Magkano po binayaran ng PhilRem in gross receipts tax?
Wala siyang gross receipt tax, sir. I think they paid their VAT, because their registration is wrong. We looked at their registration.
How much did you pay in VAT? Wala rin ditong VAT eh. They're only... They didn't pay any other kind of tax. Eh, yung gross receipts tax lang at 27 million times 5%.
Sir, we're VAT registered, so we pay VAT.
Saan po yung VAT dito? I see the line sales, cost of sales, gross profit. Then you listed your operating expenses beginning with salaries and wages. Eto, may taxes and licenses, 103,000. So that cannot be VAT, no? Because if you paid VAT at 27 million, mas mataas. It would have been cheaper for you to pay the gross receipt, the GRT.
Sir, it might not be cheaper for them. If they, I think, because if you look at their financial statement, they said 27 million is their gross, and I think their expenses is very inflated. Because their income is only a few 100,000.
No, that's the fault of the auditor. You know that already.
So if you look at it, I would think they're paying a VAT of mga 1%, 2% lang yan kasi may input VAT
Teka muna.
against output VAT.
VAT is on sales, right?
Sir?
Value-added tax are based on sales, total sales.
Yeah,
Not
but
based on net income.
yes, but you can deduct your input VAT from your, because you have expenses.
Yes, I understand that.
Yes, so
But there is no line for VAT here.
because it does not appear in the income statement, it would appear someplace else, not in the income statement.
Did you pay VAT, Ms. Bautista?
Yes, Your
How
Honor.
much VAT did you pay?
Sir, I don't know. It's really my accountant who does that. For January 2016, we paid 45,301.
In January only.
Yeah, we pay every month, Your
How
Honor.
much?
Uh,
You pay 45,000 a month?
for February, it was 36,580.
Okay.
And then for hindi. We're still doing the one for March.
All right, but last year, for all of last year, And what did you credit in terms of input VAT?
For the first quarter, we paid 51,288. Last year, 2015.
VAT?
VAT.
Why do you give it to the committee per quarter? We'd like you to give it to us for the entire year.
I think VAT is per quarter.
Yes, that's when you file and pay, correct?
Yes.
But we'd like you to total the 4 quarters for 2015. While they're looking for that, would you like to explain to the committee what you mean by cost of sales? Ms. Bautista, what goes into your cost of sales?
Bank charges.
Bank charges.
Yes.
So in 2013, on a gross income of 20 million, you declared 5.5 million to be cost of sales. Right?
Yes, sir. I don't have my files and my records. That's why I cannot confirm everything.
All right. But here's my question. In 2014, you declared 27.2 million as gross income and declared 15 million, or 3 times what you declared as cost of sales in 2013. So that was a big swing. That was from 5 million to 15 million, or a 3-time increase, while your gross sales only increased by 7 million, from 20 to 27.
Because the cost of delivering became higher at that's 2015, right? 14, yes.
So delivery costs are all lumped under the heading cost of sales.
A part of it, it's included. Yeah.
And the other part?
The other part is the operating expense, I believe.
Hindi, yung operating expense is below that already. Ito gross sales 27 million, cost of sales 15 million, net profit 11 million, tapos operating expenses 8.8 million, income from operations 2.9 million. So it's a different item. All your operating expenses are in more detail. Your cost of sales is just one line. So we were asking you to break out or to explain to us what goes into your cost of sales.
If I'm not mistaken, Your Honor, that's the cost of delivering transactions.
That's impossible.
Let me clarify when I'll get back to you on the cost of sales. What is the breakdown of the cost of sales?
Would you do that for? And we'd like to take a look at your 2015 statement. Have you filed that already with the SEC?
Not yet. But yes, I will get all my facts and my documents together.
All right. Now, on another item, we're still not clear whether you ever met Wai Kang Su or not, although you did say in previous hearings that you delivered, ano sabi ninyo, 600 or 400 million pesos?
600 million pesos and $18 million.
Okay. And you delivered it in several tranches?
Yes, delivered at first and then picked up on the rest of the days.
Now, the 600 million pesos that you said you delivered to Mr. Wai Kang Su, does that include the 400 million pesos cash that you delivered to Mr. Kim Wong?
I did not deliver to Mr. Kim Wong. He was just
Pumunta
there.
nga siya sa bahay mo eh.
He was there, but I did not deliver to him. It was Mr. Wei Kang Su. Yes, part of it was
When
the
Mr.
400.
Kim Wong went to your house 3 times, he picked up the cash. Mr. Kim, pag-i-confirm lang
Yes, sir po. Opo.
Ilang beses po kayo nakapunta sa bahay ni
3 beses po.
3 beses.
Opo.
And on each time you picked up 100 million.
100 million, tsaka $3 million. February 9, February 10, 100 million, $2 million. February 14, 100 million po.
So that's 300 million pesos in cash and $5
5
million
million pesos,
in
opo.
cash. Yung
Yung
first
yung-
100
sa
you
Soler po.
deliver sa Soler.
Oh, Soler po.
Okay, there you have it. Are you saying Mr. Kim Wong's lying?
I don't know, Your Honor.
But he went to your house.
Yes, Your Honor. I
Okay.
admit to that.
So, kinuha mo sa kanya yung 600. 400 plus the $5 million.
Hindi po, 300 po. Kay Konkon po.
Kay Concon.
Opo, sa asawa niya po.
300 plus $5 million.
Opo, opo, opo.
Okay. And hindi mo kasama si Wai Kang Su.
Wala po. Yung pick-up ko, wala po. Pumunta po sa bahay, wala po. Ako lang po, tsaka driver.
On what occasion were you with Wai Kang Su as far as delivery of monies were concerned? Yung isang beses lang sa Soler? Ganun ba yun?
Never po, never po.
You were never around when Mr. Wai Kang Su
Wala
received
po.
money?
Wala
Okay. Miss Bautista? Was Mr. Kim Wong ever around when you delivered money to Wai Kang Su?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
Saan?
Sa Soler, at saka yung pag-pick up nila sa bahay.
Every time Mr. Kim Wong went to your house, dala-dala niya si Mr. Wai Kang Su?
Yes, Your Honor, except for the last two days.
Well, he only went there 3 times to your house.
Yes.
So, he only brought Wai Kang Su once.
No. No, Your Honor. He went to the house 3 times, except for the 2 days. Mr. Wong.
He went to the house 3 times except for the 2 days. No, I'm totally confused by that statement. He went to the house 3 times except for the 2 days. I don't understand that statement. How many times did he go to your house?
Well, we had a total of 6 transactions, right? One was in
You mean
Soler.
6 deliveries?
No, yeah, one was in Soler, the first time, the February 5. And then 9, 10, 11 with Mr. Wong, and then 12, 13 without Mr. Wong.
9, 10, 11 in your house.
Yes, it was picked up.
Mr. Wong,
Yes, Mr. Wong and Mr. Wei Kang-su.
sabay.
Oho, meron ho silang mga Chinese na kasama.
Did you know Mr. Wai Kang-su at that time? I mean, you recognized him? You knew he was Wai Kang-su?
I saw him the first time.
On
but
February 5?
Yes, but I was not there on the 9th, 10, 11. It was my husband, Mr. Bautista.
Mr. Kim Wong? Kasama mo daw sa pagpunta sa bahay ni Concon Bautista at ni Miss Salud Bautista.
Sir, wala po akong kasama. Ako lang po, tsaka mga bodyguard ko.
Baka yung bodyguard mo, kamukha ni Wai Kang-su.
Maitim po eh.
Did Mr. Wai Kang-su enter your house? Did he say hello to you?
No, I was not there. I was when they picked up the money on the 9th. I wasn't in the house.
So it was only Concon
yes,
who can testify to that. So that's why we need him at the next hearing.
Yes, Your Honor. Wait, I think he said that already in the last hearing, Your Honor.
All right. Now, you submitted receipts of delivery to Mr. Wai Kang-su.
Yes, Your
You
Honor.
submitted them to the Senate. And you're sure that it was Mr. Wai Kang-su who delivered, who signed these receipts?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Because we compared his signature with the signature that he submitted to the department, to the Philippine Consulate General in Xiamen when he applied for a non-immigrant visa to the Philippines. And the signatures are different.
May we see, Your Honor?
Like this. Would you like to see it?
Yes, Your Honor, please.
And we'll show you, you have the PhilRem receipts?
Looks the same to me, Your Honor.
To us who don't understand kanji, it all looks the same, that's true. But if you look more closely, siya rin nag-sign ng accept receipt ng $3 million.
Yes, Your Honor.
It looks different to me. We're going to need a handwriting expert in kanji to decipher, but it looks quite different to me. Did you check it yourself? And you're saying it's one and the same?
Looks the same to me, Your Honor. I'm not Chinese. I actually...
All right. Did you check Mr. Wai Kang-su's passport when he identified himself as Wai
Yes.
Kang-su?
Yes, Your Honor. I just took a picture of it.
You took a picture. May we have a copy of that?
I already submitted,
Okay.
Your Honor.
Saan? Baka ikaw pumirma nito, Kim. Ha?
Hindi po, hindi po. Mahirap po pirma ho yan.
Because hindi namin maintindihan, maski si Senator Guingona, kaya niya gayahin ito. Hindi ko malaman kung fake o hindi. Sino? You're pointing to somebody, Mr. Wong. Can you tell the committee who you're pointing to?
I think Commissioner Kiminara can read the Chinese.
Can you tell the difference?
I can read Chinese, but I don't know whether I can tell the difference.
No, but this should be fairly easier for you because you're familiar with kanji, di ba? I couldn't tell it. Beyond my level of expertise. Now, also in your report, Ms. Bautista,
Sir?
you tried to complete but did not quite complete the transactions that you made in a given year. Kakaunti lang yun. I was looking at it, now I can't find it. Hindi kayo kasi yung income statement. How long have you been dealing with RCBC? Ms. Bautista?
Since 1999,
1999. And in a given year, how many transactions would you have with RCBC, either to change dollars to pesos or to change pesos into dollars?
I deal with, for the dollars, we normally deal with RCBC Forex
Yes.
and RCBC Treasury.
Would you report that? You know, that would be part of your gross earnings, right? When you have the spread.
Would I report it?
Yeah, would you report it in your income tax statement?
I have to check with my accountant how they...
Can we invite your accountant here because we'd like to question her. What's the name of your accountant? Ms. Bautista, have you decided what the name of your accountant will be?
Your Honor, I have to check in the office.
You don't know the name of your accountant also?
No, it's my person in the office who does all the
I'm just
admin.
asking if you know the name of your accountant.
No, I have to check in the office.
You don't know the name of your accountant?
No.
I have here the name Mercedes Peña Florida. Is she your auditor? External auditor.
It's the external auditor.
Yeah. That's Mercedes Peña Florida. Who's your chief accountant? You know, that's very strange. You know, you must have a very large office, no? Ilan kayo sa opisina?
Sorry?
How many employees and associates do you have in your office? Cityland, no?
We're around 50.
50. So at least you have one chief accountant there, no? You can't name him or her.
Your Honor, there's so many people already who's being
Hindi,
part
marami
of
tayo.
this.
May Marlene Santiago. Do you know Marlene Santiago?
What year is that?
You change every year?
No.
This 2014. The other one is 2015. Mukhang every year, pinapalitan ninyo yung CPA ninyo. Ah. Who's your chief accountant?
Will you ask her to come here, Your Honor, also? I might lose my accountant already.
Why will he lose her? We're just asking her to tell the truth. You can't explain simple things that I ask, so I'm just asking how you put your reports together.
Can I prepare? I'll answer you on Tuesday, Your Honor.
Sure.
Thank you.
You can rehearse everything. Pero eto simple lang ito. If I were CEO, I would be able to explain where is what and who is who, no? But okay, we'll give you until Tuesday. I'm just thinking with a transaction the size that RCBC gave you in this particular case, certainly your gross receipts should be way higher than 27 million a year. Much higher. Now, remittance companies are covered institutions. So we would like, may we know, how many suspicious transactions reports have you made over the last 3 years? 3 years lang. 2013, 2014, 2015. How many STRs?
This is actually the first one, Your Honor.
The first one. So, none of your past transactions ever.
None, Your Honor.
Very honest people.
Yes, Your Honor.
But you just you said in earlier hearings that you depend on the KYC of a third party, in this case RCBC and other banks that you deal with.
Yes, yes, Your
Okay.
Honor.
So, based on that, you never saw any reason to submit or to file a suspicious transaction report.
No, in the past, none.
All right. But there have been similar transactions. Bank asks you to exchange. I'm talking about size.
Yes, Your Honor.
Was this the biggest single, the $81 million, was that the biggest single transaction ever handled by PhilRem?
Well, if I put it at the 81 million, yes. But I looked at it as per day transaction, so.
Okay. And your largest transaction before this was how much? 70, 60, 50?
No, Your Honor, this is, well, I take this transaction as per
one.
day. No, not
Per
as
day.
one, as when you say 81
Okay.
million, one whole 81, but
Yeah.
for, each and every day, I have a lot of transactions, and
So you count this as one transaction or 4 transactions?
per day transaction.
Per day.
Yes.
All right. So therefore, if $100 million comes into you on day 1, but you're only able to exchange $10 million that day, that becomes a $10 million transaction to you.
Yes, but there's no $100 million that came in at any given point, one time, because that would be suspicious.
All right. Would 81 be suspicious?
Yes, if it were coming in at one single time.
If it came in from one account, which is the William Go account, would you consider that suspicious?
Yes, Your Honor.
This was sent to you by William Go.
Yes, Your Honor.
It was not sent to you by those 4 non-existent.
No, I do not know
Depositors.
any of the 4 accounts.
So it was merely requested of you by Ms. De Guito to change from dollars into pesos.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so isang transaction lang yon, $81 million.
Hindi po. Hindi po. It's just one transaction for the first day.
Senator Osmena.
Ms. Bautista, paano nire-report ninyo yung revenues ninyo? Dalawa o tatlong klaseng revenues ng money changer, di ba?
We report our revenues as a remittance agent.
What are the nature of your revenues? You make money on delivering money? You
Yes,
make
delivering money.
you make money on the-
handling fee.
Forex, the foreign exchange?
Sorry, what's the question again, Your Honor? Sorry.
Your biggest money maker there is in the foreign exchange, di ba?
When we convert our
Yes.
remittances, yes.
Right. What would be the ratio of foreign exchange to total revenue? Foreign exchange earnings vis-a-vis your total revenues?
20 to 30%.
Attorney Callejo? No. So, why do you keep on asking him how you make your report? You're the one who signs the annual reports, right? You're the one who signs the reports that is submitted to the SEC, correct? You're
Yeah,
the President and Chief Executive
Yes,
Officer
yes,
of
Your Honor.
PhilRem. All right. So, how much money you normally make in the exchange of dollars to pesos or pesos to dollars?
We normally make 2 to 3 cents.
2 to 3 cents, U.S. cents. Okay.
2 to 3 cents to 2 to 3 centavos.
2 to 3 centavos. So
Per
therefore, if you're able to purchase, say, or sell dollars at 46 pesos to the dollar, you'll only make 2 centavos
Yes, on the average.
per dollar or per peso?
Per dollar.
2 centavos per dollar. That's standard.
Relative. Standard meaning average? Yes, more or less.
All right. Now, in your declaration of the 10 million pesos, how did you break that down? Yung profit ninyo doon sa sinabi ninyong the profit you made on the PhilRem account.
On the exchange.
On the RCBC.
On the exchange.
Yes, how the compute the 10 million. Paano kayo nakarating sa 10 million pesos?
In each day kasi iba yung yung exchange rates namin. So we it depended on the date. It was dependent on the date that we traded.
Sure.
So buy and sell. I
Yeah.
think we already gave the breakdown as well.
You gave the breakdown to the committee?
Yes, yeah.
We don't have that. Huh? But normally, your remittance fee is 25, 1/4 of 1%, right?
The delivery fee? We put it as the foreign exchange. We put it as a handling fee. That's what we call it actually.
Foreign exchange is also handling fee. What if it's just straight delivery? I'll give you 1,000 pesos to give to my relative in Negros or in Cebu.
That's the 50 pesos.
50 pesos.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So ngayon yung $61 million was exchanged, no? Through you.
Yes, Your Honor.
At 47 to $1, that's about 2,867 million. And if we multiply that by 1/4 of 1%, that's only 7,167,000. So where did you get the 3 million?
Some of the foreign exchange we converted on our own, not through RCBC Treasury.
Sure, but you still have to pay, right?
Be the foreign exchange.
Okay. Yung sa $81 million, yung dineclare ninyo na 10 million pesos ang profit ninyo, was that your foreign exchange profit or just your delivery?
Foreign exchange.
Foreign exchange. How did you compute that?
It's roughly 1/4 of 1% of the total value.
That's delivery money. That's not foreign exchange.
That's our spread, yes, on the volume.
You have a spread of 1/4 of 1%. That's your delivery service fee. It's incredible how long have you been doing business and you keep on asking questions of your lawyer?
18 years.
18 years. And you have to ask him, he doesn't know anything about the business. You ever work for a remittance company before?